Hello world. I'm not trying to make a standard anti-religious video. I'm explaining something more unusual. A critic of exoteric religion, which is the mainstream belief, from the perspective of esoteric spirituality, like astral travel, the souls, volunteers, the karmic wheel, the great bright light, which is God, the saints and sages, Tibetan monks, Himalayan sadhu. The last video, we approached Yahweh, Allah, Hindu gods as psychological projections. In this video, I affirms a supreme consciousness, the source, the great central sun or consciousness as real. This contradiction will clear up if we explain, approach, and frame it carefully. Here's how they can connect. In organized religions, God is a human invention, but the source, the supreme consciousness, is real. Religion trapped that truth in primitive stories. I'm not atheist, and I'm not an atheist at all. I'm Gnostic, or what we call it, Esoteric Spiritualist, criticizing exoteric religion. Let's start now to discuss all these things. Let's start with the God illusion and what's really there. Most people think there are only two options. Either you believe in God or you don't believe in anything. That's false. That's totally false. There is always a third option. I don't believe in the God of churches, mosques, or temples. That God, the angry father, the judge, the one who demands worship, I'm convinced that humans made it up. But I do believe in something I've experienced, also have thousands of others experienced, as the astral travel, near-death experience, deep meditation, mysticism, and hermetism. Those they believe like we experience something. Let me be clear so you don't get confused. In scripture, God for me equal invented by humans. The source or supreme consciousness equal, that's a real for me. That's a real thing for me. One is a product of a fear and control. The other is what we actually meet when you leave our body. Today I'm going to explain both and how they connect. Why religion's God for me is false or fake. Let me start with what I don't believe. The God of the Bible and the Quran and the Upanishad and everyone, all the other books, this one who punished and gets chaliced, orders genocides and demands to worship him on burn or you will be burned forever. That's not a supreme being. That's a Bronze Age tribal chief blown up to a cosmic size. Philosophers figured it out a long time ago. Like Feuerbach in 1841 said humans invented God by taking their own best qualities, love, power, justice, and projected them into the skies. Then they bow down to their own reflections. Freud agreed about that, another philosopher. He called religion a universal neurosis, a grown-up version of a child need a father. Look at the evidence. Ancient Greek made God who were jealous and lustful, just like powerful humans. The Sumerian made God who fought war, just like their kings. Christians make a God who praise favorites and punishes disobedience, just like a tribal warlord. 3 million gods in Hinduism. Every village has its own. Why? Because humans invent gods to match local needs in those areas, in those poor areas. A monsoon god for farmers, a smallpox goddess, that's before vaccination, for smallpox disease. When the need disappears, those gods are forgotten. That's not transcendent being, that's a tool. And the crucifixion, Jesus cried out in the crucifixion, "My God, why have you forsaken me?" He believed, he had faith, and nothing came to help. That's not a mystery. That's what always happens when you expect Cosmos Father, who can break the laws of physics for you. So no, I don't believe in that God. Not because I'm rebellion, but because I looked at the evidence and there is none. There is no one there. But there were most atheists stopped, but all the atheists stopped there, and they're wrong to stop there. What actually real for me, it's the source. It's where everything's come from, that supreme consciousness, that great wisdom and serenity in that vast space. Just because humans invented most gods doesn't mean there is nothing there. In my previous video, I gave it the title of "There is no God." Because for me, the God of humans, it does not exist. And when you have a real experience, not a belief, not faith, but direct experience, you meet something. And that's my God. That's the one I believe in. I started having spontaneous astral projection, as I stated before, at the age of 18. No one taught me, no one directed me to do something, but I didn't believe in anything. But suddenly, I was out of my body, seeing the silver cord, traveling to places I've never seen. And when I went further in that astral traveling, I went into an Akashic folder, and then I went all the way back. I found many traditions call the source my creator. Here's what people consistently report across culture, across time, whether they're Christian, mystics, Hindu, yogis, Sufis, or modern people with near-death experience. They tell you, we touched God, we felt God, we felt that creator, my creator. Our God is not a person. God is a vast, intelligent, loving energy, a light. Some call it the great central sun. When you get there, it's not hot, it's peace, total love, and you don't want to leave that place. And second, you are not your body in those places. You are a tiny spark that comes from that source and fragment of that light. Your body is costume you're wearing to learn lesson here on earth. And third, people who choose to come here, earth is not a punishment. It's a school, the hardest school in the universe. This planet is dense, heavy, difficult, with very low third density consciousness. You have to be brave to sign up to that task in our planet Earth. And the fourth kind, they keep coming back. That's the wheel of karma. Hundreds of times hundreds of lifetimes, playing different roles, coming back to the same souls, just swapping costumes. Fathers become son, enemy becomes lover, all to learn one thing is love. Jesus and the others and other sages didn't come to start religion. They come to teach us how to get off the wheel of birth and rebirth. And the only way is by love. It's not to believe, it's to love and to have that innocent, pure heart. We're reborn in this planet Earth as the volunteers ready to shift. And here how it gets even more interesting. Most humans are stuck on that wheel, going nowhere, lifetime after lifetime. In the previous video, I spoke about my reincarnation and stated one timeline only of 100 lived life before. In other planet, in this planet. But we became a volunteer of souls, higher levels who agreed. We are a soul of higher level, from higher level, who agreed to help and raise the vibration of this planet. So we come in here in 3 waves. The first wave, they are the pioneer of arrivals, the first arrivals. They don't like it here. Violence scares them. They don't understand cruelty. They often say, I want to go home. I don't know where home is, but it's not here. Many live alone, like hermits, sadhus, monks, and we normally say they work from home. They are like antennas channeling energy down to earth. Like in Christianity, like a Krishna, Buddha, Saint Charbel in the Christian faith, and so on and so forth, and many other saints. The second wave, they came here, and the second wave, it's similar to the first wave, but able to function more normally in society. Still don't worry or have children. Often because having children creates karma, and those volunteers have protective shield. Karma bounces off them. They do their job and then they leave. We have a writer and a poet. This writer and poet, he said, هذا ما جناه علي أبي ولن أجنيه على أحد. It means my dad, that's why my dad gave me birth to be in here, but I will never give birth to anyone on this planet Earth. So those people, they do their job and they leave. And the third wave are the children being born now. Their DNA is already different. They're naturally living in a higher vibration. Older people struggle to adapt, but these kids, they're already here. The planet is shifting, moving into a new frequency. Some call it the fourth dimension. The energy is speeding up. Not everyone will make the transition, but that's okay. Everyone goes back to the source eventually. So let me bring this all together. Mainstream religions God, the supreme consciousness, the great central sun or supreme consciousness, yeah, that's real. I've been there. So have countless others like me, they've been there. You don't need to believe in it. You can experience it directly through astral travel, deep meditation, hermitage, to the extreme mahasamadhi, when you choose to leave your body or when you die. Here's the difference. Belief is pretending to know something you don't know. Believe is to pretend to know something you don't know. Experience is knowing because you've been there and you touched it and you experienced it. I don't believe in anything like believe. For me is a poison. It stops inquiring, stops me to inquire, to search for the truth. I've experienced the source, and because I've experienced it, I don't need faith. Faith is for people who haven't been but followed blindly. To experience my God, but not through church or mosque or synagogue or ashram or any temple, not through a book or prayers even, through practice of meditation and yoga asanas or deep conscious meditation. Not as beliefs to adopt, as map to help find your own way. We all come from the same place, a tiny spark bursting out from the source 170 million years ago. Some call it the Big Bang. It burst into galaxies, to small sparks of light. Some call it orbs, and those orbs they transform to physical body. Wearing costumes, playing parts, learning to love, and eventually, not as death, but as homecoming, we all go back. That's not despair. That's the most beautiful thing I know. I born a Christian. All my life, I tried to let people know that Jesus, he wasn't God in a unique or exclusive way. Instead, he was a brave, wise person who volunteered to come to earth as a messenger, a brave soul to awaken humanity, sent by God, having and carrying all the quality of that source, with which every one of us also already have that spark of light, full of wisdom and consciousness. When that sort of life and light burst out, when creation started, let's call it the Big Bang, when planets and galaxies formed, the Creator, full of love and the source of all wisdom, sent those small particles down, known as small orbs, who became saints and sages to our planet Earth to teach about how to elevate your consciousness and soul so it can go back to their heavenly Father after learning their lesson on earth by using the one and only secret, which is love. That's Jesus' power, Jesus' tools and teaching. Also, how transforming and purifying the heart into a children's heart as addition to clear the path to the kingdom of my God. To my brothers in humanity, Muslims, Hindu, Buddhist, Jews, I want to tell them that Allah or God or Yahweh or Messiah you worship is not the same one I worship. The God you always dream to meet and spend to eternity with him. It's not the one I worship. My God is pure love and light. You cannot reach and connect with him through repetition of verses and prayers only. It's by sitting in your bed, transcend your thoughts and fill your heart with love and empty your mind from negativity, so to achieve enlightenment and freedom, clearing the way to your celestial home. My final message to brothers and sisters in humanity: we are not a body having a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being having a body experience. in everyday work and everyday words, you're not a human trying to find the soul. You're not the human trying to find the soul. You're a soul currently living inside a human body. And love is the compass and the way that guides you back to where you come from. Play your part well, be kind, and one day wake up and return home. Bye for now.